forgot to grab a couple things, so I'll take care of that later. Got a little smoothie because I think I'm going to be here for quite a bit. Okay. So, should get some natural lighting in here. Even though it's like 3 p.m. and the lighting is going to slowly start to go down on me, but hopefully this will suffice. Okay, so gotta give a little bit of context before I start scrambling this. What up, King D Cuber? So this is a puzzle that my friend Canyon from Canyon's Cubes made. Use discount code PED for 5% off. He's actually selling these right now, so you can literally go to the store and buy one of these yourself. I think it's around just a bit underneath 70 USD, which for a puzzle of this size and of this caliber is actually like a really good deal. It shipped to me all right. I was planning on getting this yesterday, or the day before. I was planning on getting this Friday, basically. And I was going to scramble and solve it on the car ride to a competition in Logan, which is like a 2-hour something drive from my house. Unfortunately, it got delayed by a single day, and so I couldn't get that until I arrived home last night from a competition. I was way too tired to do that because I had been up since 5, so I just went to bed, and now we're here, and I have not scrambled this. The most I've done to it is a checkerboard pattern. In fact, I think I'm just going to put it into a checkerboard pattern again. Might as well, just like show its functionality. Because like overall, this is a very high quality puzzle for what exactly it is, seeing as it is a, it's a 10-sided square one, so there's 20 possible ways that you can slice through it. I don't exactly know like the geometry behind a puzzle like this, or like how a puzzle like this is even possible, but that's essentially what it's gonna look like for pretty much a lot of it. So judging by my knowledge on being able to solve just a regular square one, as well as a regular square 2, which I did figure out myself using a couple commutators, I think if I'm able to get past the cube shape step and do not get parity, because I know parity is going to be possible in this thing, if I don't get parity and I make it past cube shape, it should just be a straightforward commutator spamming solution for the rest of it. The hard part is going to be cube shape, and I fear that that's going to be the longest part of this, and I frankly have no methods on how about I'm going to get to that point, so I think I'm just going to shut up now and just start scrambling it. So I'm just going to do a couple of these random slice moves and just make sure that I don't mix up the actual cube shape yet. Can do this one here, if it'll let me. It is a little catchy, to be fair, but like there's so many pieces, how is it going to not be catchy? Something like that. Okay. And then now that it's scrambled up like this a decent bit, I think the next approach is going to be just trying my best to scramble it in a way where I just like don't randomly recall what types of things are. So I'm scrambling it with the cube shape now. I don't think anyone is. Yeah, okay. This is the part of the solve that's gonna suck the most because like it looks like it's possible to slice through here, but this line would supposedly cut this edge in half, or this corner rather. So that's the only hard part I can see about cube shape, but it's just because like the square 2, the method that I developed was I got all of the same color on the same side on one side, but like also had it in the cube shape. And then the top side was just like a PLL case essentially. But because every single piece was the exact same like size or like exact same like width around the cube, I can just cycle them all around because they're all technically like mechanically the same piece. This, however, is not the case. There are two mechanically different types of pieces, the corners and these little edges. But alright, I think that's scrambled enough. What do you guys think? Because like there's not a like. Obviously, the middle slice is going to be, like, interesting looking throughout the entire time because it's just going to be, like, the reference. But, yeah, I think that's scrambled enough. So, the first thing that I'm going to try to do... Yeah, that's what I said when I first saw this on his website because he kind of dropped this with no, like, announcement on what he was working on whatsoever. Because, like, he tells me a lot of the projects that he's working on advanced. I have a couple of projects that... like he's working on that I'm technically not allowed to disclose, so this was one of them. He didn't disclose to me though, and he just dropped it and I was like, whoa, that looks epic, I need one, and so I bought one. I didn't get this one sent to me for free. I just, even though I am sponsored by his company, use discount code competitive for 5% off, by the way. I am sponsored by his company, I just bought this one myself, so yeah. With all that disclosure stuff and all of that nuance reasons out of the way, we have the puzzle scrambled. I think it's about time that we just start a timer and try to get this done. So, without further ado, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. So, the first thing that I was thinking of on trying to do was trying to just get this back into a general cube shape rather than try to combine all the colors. So I want to get to as big of a chunk as possible where it just goes edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, and I need that to go all the way around on both sides, which is the hard part. So I have here, I have edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner. Okay, so that half is already done. I don't know if that was just luck like that or if I just didn't scramble it good enough. But yeah, the rest of it is just going to be completely nonsense. So like edge, corner... corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge. Okay, so I want to split it here. Ah, but I can't. I can't split it there. I can split it here, though. And then now I can split it here. But that just replaces it with another edge. So maybe I don't want that. Okay. We're already a minute in, and I've basically accomplished nothing. Okay, so... I have 2 corners here, and I don't like that. And I can't split them up quite yet, because I need edges there. That gives a corner. That technically breaks it a bit, and so... Okay, here we go. I can split it now. Okay. It's not... Okay, so corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, edge, corner. Okay, so I want a corner there. And that will not give me a corner there. However, if I do this, slice one back, no, because then that corner exists. Nope. Can't slice it there. I can slice it there, but that doesn't help me. Does that help me? I don't think so. Okay, I'm just going to try to slice as much down, and I'll see where I'm at with this part. So, oh, you're kidding. Corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, edge. Okay, that's a mistake. I can't shift it over by 1 because a corner is there. So I want to have an edge there, so I can do this. Shift it over by 1, and then back up to here. Okay. This is gonna be really easy to get on one side, and I imagine like impossibly difficult on the other. So I just need to figure out how to get it on one. Do I have it here? No, I don't, because I have two groups here. So edge, corner, 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 edge, edge, corner, corner. So I need these two to swap. How do I get those two to swap? Good question. I am going to try to figure that out. So I can put those down there. And I need a corner to end up next to these guys. So I can do that. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, all right. We have one, hold on, let me fix the equator. So I know, like, if I can line it up properly with all the pieces around it. Okay. Yes, okay. So I have successfully done the bottom side cube shape. World's first DecaSquan solve? I think technically world's first DecaSquan scramble as well. Because you haven't scrambled this yet, Canyon, right? Okay, I have three edges here. So I have the bottom side cube shape done. So this is like, this is the part on a normal square one where, like, if you have a bottom cube done, then you just kind of have a top side. But for this step, it's mostly algorithms. Like, I have no intuitive approach of that because it's not really easy to have an intuitive approach of a bandaging puzzle. So this is where I feel we're going to be stuck for quite a while. I'm going to have to develop a lot of commutators. But, okay, let's just see how much I have now. So if we start from this orange piece, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner. Here we get corner, edge. So if I were to able to swap these two, then I would have edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, corner, edge, corner, corner, edge, edge. Okay, so I don't know how a swap is going to be possible, though. You're the first to have it arrive, too, so yeah. Because, like, two have been sold so far, and one of them is in Europe, so it's going to take a bit to get there. Yeah, this is interesting because this is a puzzle that literally no one has ever solved before, so. My hope is that what I could find is a swap of identical pieces on both the top and bottom that changes the top side in a way. So, like, at this point here, I could, in theory, go like this. So I have an edge on the top and a corner on the bottom. So if I do this, and then slice over a bit, I have an edge on the top and a corner on the bottom. So that maintains this, and it did change stuff on the top. I don't know what it changed on the top, though. And it probably actually made everything worse. I don't know. Edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge. That's on edge, so this whole chunk is complete, essentially. So if I get an edge there, and corner, edge, corner, corner. Okay, so I have chunks of solved pieces that I need to figure out how to cycle around. But I can also replace the chunks of solved pieces with other ones. So I can do this. So I have an edge on the top and a corner on the bottom. So when I keep rotating, so it's an edge here, so I'm going to rotate to this part that has the corner on the bottom here, and then slice back down. That works. Okay. I've maintained everything down here, and it did actually work in cycling those, but then it broke up those. So, yeah, this is where I feel like we're going to be stuck for quite a while trying to figure this out. Yeah, Discord open. Can I send you a pic of the new Squan puzzle I designed? Is it the mirror square one? Or something equivalent? How do you even buy this? You go to canyonscubes.com, and if you use discount code PEDIT, then you can buy it for somewhere in the ballpark of like 66 to like 67 US dollars. Something in that range, but yeah. If you don't use discount code PEDIT, you don't get a discount, so I would recommend doing that. And it also helps support my channel. This whole stream feels like a shield now. Okay. So I need these two to swap. But I can't separate these quite yet, because if I try to slice through here, it allows me to slice through this piece here, but not this corner. I can't slice through this corner in half. Oh, man. This is gonna be tricky. So, what's the largest chunk of salt pieces I have? It's hard for me to... Oh my gosh, what did you do? Okay, Canyon sent me a picture of a new puzzle, and it looks absolutely nuts. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show that on stream or not, but it looks insane. That's not what I want to do. I want to do this. And then I can twist over till I get to this point, and slice back down. No, because then that loses the stuff on the bottom. Okay. Okay, maintain the stuff on the bottom. Maybe I don't want to maintain the stuff on the bottom. Yeah, it can be leaked. DecaSquan? Yeah, it's a DecaSquan. Okay. The second approach that I had to this idea, because I'm already stuck, is to start solving chunks of colored pieces like this. So I have a red piece here that I can combine up with this one. I'm not too discouraged about, like, what is that? That's an alarm for no reason. Okay, who cares about that alarm? So I can have chunks of pieces start to come in. So now I have this red chunk here, and then I need the white brown edge. So weird saying white and brown, because like those aren't colors that you normally see adjacent on each other. Okay. So far, no. Oh, I spoke too soon. Wait, I can do this? No, but then I need to do that and change it up a bit. That's not quite changed up enough. Nope. Here we go. I can do that. Then we got another chunk here. Okay, where's the white gray? White gray is somewhere on this thing. Oh, wait. Oh, I got tricked. I thought this one was the white gray corner. But no, that's the piece I need. So I need to do this in a way where I can move the bottom over by 1, which I think I just did. Okay. We're making some progress. We have about 1/8 of the puzzle solved now. Okay. Put that down here. And we need white pink edge, which is up here. And I cannot move that, so... Aha! Okay, that might actually be a useful trick later on. So here, I can't slice down the... I don't know how well I can show this. But here, I'm trying to get the pink one to slice down to this spot here. But I can't do that because this corner was blocking it. So what I can do instead is I can move it over a single tick. Then I can slice down. And then I can put a corner piece or 2 edge pieces there. So that when I... Wait, no. Because then I can't slice back down. I need to be able to move it over 1. And I can put an edge piece there. So that when I move it over 1, it's a valid slice. And then I can bring it back down. And that's another part of it solved. Big advertisement stream, I know. So then I can do the same thing for the corner. Or I just get lucky. Okay. I think once I get this purple edge in here, that is officially over a half actually, of the puzzle solved. Okay. I'm going to solve this relative to this section here. Okay, so we have officially a quarter of it done. Look at that. Now the issue is that's the only easy part. So the next thing that I can do is I can pair up all the white ones on this side, or from this state I can try to get cube shape again, which I somehow already have on the bottom. I think that was just luck. Okay, I'm very close to having it on top as well. Like if I swap like 4 of these pieces around, then it's cube shape. Or well, dodecagon shape, whatever. Whatever it's called. I think a good way to test out cube shape is just to line up as much of it as possible. So like all of this matches, and then it's this chunk here that doesn't quite match up. So we can do that, and then adjust it over by this much, maybe. And then back down. Okay, that changed some stuff on the top, and I don't know what it does. Genuinely, I didn't even know where to start to solve. Even getting it in shape is a nightmare of a puzzle. Yeah, that's the only hard part I can see. If I can get it into a cube shape, though, I'm pretty confident I can get the rest of it. The problem is actually getting it into that cube shape. Also, I have 3 corners next to each other. That's not going to be very useful. Or very ideal for future notice. Do I have this part still? I do. I don't know if I want that, though. Okay, so this... So I have these pieces all solved. This is the part where it unsolves. I have these. Oh, I have a decent chunk over here that's complete. Can I match that up to the pieces nearby? I can't get all of it. I can get these 2 pieces, but honestly 2 pieces isn't useful enough. Okay. Okay, I've officially lost this part, but I think I'm going to have to sacrifice that part regardless. So I have all the way up to this point here. So I need a corner to go there. So I can get this... Ah, this is so hard. What up, King Clucker? Can get a corner of that side. Oh, and I got lucky with another edge. So corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge. So I got that half of it done. What? I got that half of it done. Okay. This is actually really close. This is closer than I thought. I have this part of it done, like the entire bottom half, and then this entire half side of it is also complete. I'm only missing this section here, so I need a corner to be here, and then an edge to be here. Or an edge to be here, and then corner to be there. Corner, edge, no, edge, corner, edge, 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 corner, corner, corner. Okay. This chunk here, I need to figure out how to separate without losing what I already have. So I can do this, and then bring it over 6. Maybe I only want to bring it over this much. No, because then that ruins it. Nothing else will keep that, though. This is breaking my brain. This is breaking my brain. This is a DecaSquan. Okay. Ooh. I can definitely see that going wrong with the last couple pieces, but it will make me a lot of good progress. Okay. So the approach that I had for the square 2 was I would get to like all of the bottom white side solved, like and on the surroundings, and then I'd just have the top or black side with like everything that needs to like cycle around. The way I did that on square 2 is that every single piece was the same size, so they were all mechanically the same, so I could just kind of swap them out with each other with a commutator. I'm wondering if I can do that with block commutators instead. I feel like I'm going to run into a lot of issues with bandaging, but I feel like this puzzle is big enough to have a lot of leniency with its bandaging, to where I might be able to get away with it. So the next step for this part to work is to get all of these colors to match now. And that doesn't work. That's unfortunate. I need this slice to work. Okay. And this, no. What if I put it on the top here? Yes, okay. And then this will match up. No, it will not match up. I need to do the orange parts first. Okay. That's a massive chunk of pieces I just solved there. I just want to say hi, I'm going to have to go to bed soon. Fair enough. Do you think that square 5 or this abomination is the final boss? Definitely this one, just because there's so many colors. Kenyon said not the final boss? Oh no, what are you planning? What are you making? So we can do this to get the piece over. No, but then that won't work. I need an edge to be there. Which is tough because all 3 of those are corners. Okay, that works. Nice. I need the... Oh! Okay, I just got lucky with that piece. I need this to not be a corner. So I can do that by doing... that. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Oh, wait. No! I'm so close! Okay, new approach. What if I try to connect all of this stuff to this corner thingy? And then, oh my gosh. Yeah, this is already getting really restrictive. Is that an edge? It is an edge, okay. We're slowly but surely getting somewhere. No, that won't break that up. Okay. That's my only possible slice. I have too many of these. I just connected to each other. Okay, what if I just like chuck that in there for now, and then I'll try to do stuff to combine the stuff here at the end. Or I think I just cycled everything around in a different way. That's my next slice, really? If I do this, just check a bunch of corners there, because corners... Yeah, the corners are easier to cycle around, I figured out. Oh? And would you look at that? We got the entire bottom half solved. Now it's just the top part. Which is going to be a bandaging mess, I can already feel. So I'm going to have to do this with cycles of 2 or cycles of 3. And what I mean by that is I'm going to be referring to this as its square one terminology. So on a normal square one, edge pieces are referred to as like having a value of 1, and corners are referred to as having a value of 2. Since every single corner piece is twice the size of the edge pieces. Meaning that it needs to be done in cycles of 2, in cycles of 3, or in cycles of 5. Because cycles of 3 work because you can just do one edge and one corner. Cycles of 2 work because you can just cycle one corner around. Or cycles of 5 where I can do 2 corners and an edge. Because anything bigger than that is too big for my brain to handle. Okay, so... like, I can cycle 2 here by just doing a JJ. Now that will temporarily mess this part up, but I'll be able to fix that later. So I did cycles of 3 here, and I can't do cycles of 3 anywhere else. Because that immediately breaks it. So I can't do that. So what I can do is I can just go to another random part on this and then do a cycle of 5. I cannot do that cycle of 5. I can do 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. Okay, I can do this cycle of 5 here. No, I can't, because that bandages. Okay, that plan isn't going to work then. Which, if that's the case, then this might not be the best approach, if it's just going to keep bandaging like this. I'm trying to get this green piece all the way over here. So I can do... no, that won't work. Oh, no. Okay. Almost lost that bit. So I just need to figure out a way to cycle pieces around to where I can continue to have my cube shape preserved. I think the easiest way to do it is just to break this up temporarily, but keep the parts that I want first off, and we don't want to break those up. I want to keep these parts all on top of this side, and then I need to figure out how to do cycles to solve the rest of this crap. Ooh, I actually have a lot of gray pieces here. If I can figure out how to cycle these. No, because then that's like in 2 pieces of different sizes, which is not possible. So if I can do 5, 5, But I can't slice through there. That's the hard bit. I can do 4, 4? I can do that if the puzzle will let me. Did that work? It worked. And wait, can I still combine these together then? Okay, the equator is off, so I'm gonna just fix the equator so I can just verify myself. That worked. Oh my gosh, that worked. Okay. I think I can solve the whole puzzle just using this. I'm gonna try to fix this though, because I don't like that. That's... Okay, so let me do... That won't let me. I need 3 flat octagon sides. Will that let me? I don't have 3 flat octagon. What if I just did it like through a bunch of edges to where it'll just let me do anything? No, because then that places the corner there. Here, waiting for you to get parity. I'm so scared that's going to be happening. Okay. We got the bottom layer solved again. So, I'm gonna... Oh! The green piece is separated. Where is it? They separated that much? Wow, okay. I'm gonna try to get this brown corner attached to here. Because I think it's best if I just work around this way. So where's the brown corner? All the way over here, bro? Okay. There's no way to slice it to where I can preserve everything, so I'm gonna have to temporarily break some stuff up. So I need to get this brown corner further along this way. And I can do that with a cycle of 4 here and 4 here, if it will let me. But there's enough axes to where I feel confident in going for risky stuff like that. Okay. That made it go the wrong way. Okay, hold on. So I want to get this further along to that side without moving that. I can do 4 and 4 again. I cannot. I can do these 4, and that won't work. What if I did these 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need it to be a nice even number. Oh wait, I can do 4 and 4. No, I can't. I just tried that. So I can do 6 here, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 here. But only if it will let me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it does let me, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It did move the other browns, but I think that's okay now. Okay. Now I just need to move these browns over to here. This is breaking my brain. I'm just trying stuff and hoping it works. So I can do these 3, no, these 4 and these 4. Oh no! It doesn't work on that bottom half. Uh-oh, what'd I do? Oh wait, okay. We're safe. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. that will just solve that directly, and I really want that to work. It does not. Great. So I could do 2, 2. No, I can't do 2, 2. Wait, I can just do this. I can just adjust it on the bottom until it works. Wait, is that 2, 2? That is 2, 2. That will not work, though, on the bottom there. So we need to have it to where I'm able to slice up through that side, but it's next to a corner on that half. Okay, that will work, hopefully. 2, 2 and 2, 2. Okay. That commutator worked. Everything's preserved still. Nice. It's annoying that I can't slice directly next to it. Did you make it yourself? No, this was made by Canyon from Canyon's Cubes here in the chat. That's not gonna do anything. Okay. I think what I have to do now is I need to slice what? What did I just do? Oh, I did the white black flip. Hold on. Okay. So now if I do, okay, now that's working. Gosh, this is so hard. If I want it to be down on here, and then I just need these 2 corners to swap, and then I can swap these 2 corners again. So I need these 2 corners here to swap. There's no good way to do that on this side, though. Okay. What if I do it like I can't do it like that. What if I just get a bunch of these pieces here? No, because then that doesn't leave that. Okay. Then I can do... Here's a place where I can do the 2, 2, right? Surely. There we go. Okay. Now I can do 2, 2 again here, because it'll let me. Okay. We're getting progress. We got a couple browns now. So we got this chunk now. So now I need the gray edge piece to be there. So I can swap these 4 with these 4. But then that will leave the gray piece here. And I would have to do a swap of 1 and 1. First off, this swap is going to have to work. It does not on the bottom, okay. So I can just do this with a bunch of setup moves. Like I can just put a bunch of pieces down here. And then I can do a swap of 1 and 1 maybe? Okay, that worked. And then I can do a swap of 2 and 2. No, that doesn't work. It needs to be there, and it needs to be able to swap that corner. So I need 2 of these corners to be there. Here. Okay. And I need to do another 1 and 1 swap. And I have the perfect spot not there. Wait. No, that won't work. I think I need to do this just to offset that by 1. No, because then that cancels through the corner. Oh my gosh, there's 3 ways of doing it. I think an easier way is just to do the swap of 2 and 2 now. I can't even do that now, though. Wait, yes I can. All I need to do is just do this, except have the corners and stuff line up. It's like here. That doesn't work. I need the edge to be there. Then I need an edge down there. Okay. Uh-oh. What did I just do? What did I do? No! What did I do? Okay. I made a mistake. So I need to undo a bunch of stuff. And I need to figure out how to solve this part now. Okay. Wait, what? No, I didn't. I need to touch it all the way to the other side. Okay, that was lucky. Okay. Okay, crisis averted. We figured that out. And we still have this here still. That's lucky. Now what do I do? I guess I just kind of keep going with the method I'm doing, because it's the only thing that's working. That won't work. Crap. I can do 3. No, I can't. I just need a corner to be there. A corner and an edge next to each other. Really? That doesn't exist? Okay, I need to slice it differently then. This is kind of feeling like a lot of trial and error. A lot more than I thought. Can I do a 2-2 swap here? I can. So now I can do a... I would have to do a 2-2 swap again, which I think I can just do here directly now. And then I have to do a 1-1 swap, which is the hardest one. I feel so lucky that that worked. Okay. Now if I get that restored. Okay, we got another piece. This is just going to get harder and harder as it goes on, though. This is not the approach. If I keep doing this, I'm going to end up being bandaged somewhere. Ah. I need to get this in cube shape. That's the main goal that I have to see now. So I can continue with the same approach I'm doing to try to get corners and other stuff into their place to just get it into a state where it is in cube shape. But that kind of just feels like trial and error in a way. So like I need a corner here, and I need to replace a 3 with this 3. Does that make any sense? No, this isn't working. Do 4. That's 4, and I can't swap it with another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No, that doesn't work. What do I do? Just swap a 7 and a swap of 8. That doesn't work either. Okay, going that way is the best. I need a corner here. I can do a 2-2 swap here, hopefully. Okay, so what did I see? And these 2 and these 2. Okay. Making more progress on the cube shape. In a corner, and then I need this edge to be a corner. So I can do these 4. No, that's 5. Dang, that's 5? Why did you have to make it 10 and not 8? If it was 8, it would work so much nicely. Ow. I'm sensing that there's a lot of different types of parodies with how I can slice it, depending on just the number of shear pieces there. And there's a lot of 5 involved, and 5 is not a nice number when you want to divide it in 2. I don't know if that rambling makes any sense. Maybe I can try to, like, go back around the other way. That's why I did 10, lol. You suck. You did this on purpose? I can do this, and then I can swap these 2 with these 3, but I don't know what that accomplishes. Seriously? I can't do 3 with that. Can't do 3 with that either. There's this massive chunk of like 4 corner pieces together here that I really... Wait, what did I do? Oh no. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, I figured it out. There's this massive chunk of a bunch of corners here that I really hate. So I'm just going to do a 2-2 swap with these guys and this corner bench. Okay, so 2 and 2. Here will work, hopefully. Okay, I separated some of those corners apart from each other. So now they might be easier to work with. I still have a chunk of 3, which is not ideal. I could do another 2-2 swap here, but that kind of just seems unnecessary at that point. Oh, I messed up my browns. No. Oh my gosh, I put myself back even further. Wait, no I haven't. Have I? This is so confusing. Man. I can... What's tough is, like, if I ever get to this point in a puzzle where it's so confusing that I don't even know what my next step should be, I either need to A, reevaluate my method, or B, look up a YouTube tutorial. The second option doesn't exist, which is oftentimes the easier and lazier option, so I have to think through my own method again. And I think... I'm just gonna have to, like, do this, and then try to get cube shape on both the top and the bottom simultaneously, which is really hard. I can swap these three and these three, and I can swap these three and these three. It'll temporarily mix that bunch up, but it'll do. Okay. Because I don't care about the actual colors anymore. I just care about getting into cube shape, and I think I was getting close with that. So edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, edge. I need a corner to be here. So I can do this chunk of 4 and this chunk of 4. Can I do a 4-4 anywhere? Not really. No. No, I can't. Oh. I can't even slice it there. I have to slice it here. And that's not useful. I have a lot here. Like, this hemisphere of it is decently good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces correct. Oh, 7 out of, what is that? It's 20. There's 20 pieces on every single one. I can do a 2-2 here, I suppose. Nope, I can't do that 2-2 because I need a corner to be there. Oh! Ah. Okay. I thought I got a lot of pieces solved to each other, but the corner piece in here, where is it? Does that corner piece exist? I don't think it does. No. No, because the color scheme goes gray and then pink. So this is the corner I want. I'm kind of just back to my original method, though, and that wasn't working. I had to reduce everything into chunks of 3 that can then be cycled around like chunks of 3. But like that reduction method is just cube shape again. That's a chunk of 3, that's a chunk of 3, and that's a chunk of 3. Maybe that chunk of 3 will work. Okay. Oh. But I don't want that to be that chunk of 3. Canyon, what did you create? It's getting closer. Oh no, what'd I do? Okay, that's actually fine. What? Wait, what if I slice it here? Because I can. What if I slice it here? Because I can. Okay. This is kind of similar to just the square 2 commutator I was doing earlier. Wait, will that work for the entire solve? No way. That's too good to be true. Something's gonna go wrong soon. Yeah, okay. It's a chunk of 3. Did I just ruin what I have? I didn't yet. That's the only valid slice. And that isn't a valid slice. Okay. I'm at this point where I'm just pairing up, or trying to pair up the pieces again to the same color side. Okay. No, that doesn't, There's no convenient slice to put that down either. That's best I realistically got. What comes to that? No. Seriously, a 1 doesn't work? Oh. Oh, it's because that's corner. Man, I am officially stumped. I've been going at this for an hour, and I have not made progress fast getting the first layer. No, because that's bandaged. Whew. I can do a 2 and 2 and then a 2 and 2 again. No. Because I need another corner to be there. I need a dual corner. Here. Okay. This will work, hopefully. No, it doesn't. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Okay. We're back to having half the cube again. I'm missing the edge piece that goes here. Okay. We somehow escaped from that situation, and I have 2 of the other sides done. Now the rest. Oh my gosh. I have 5 edges next to each other. This is so annoying. There are 20 edges on this thing. And that does not add up to 30. So I could get all 20 edges and then 5 corners. Which means that there's going to be no symmetrical case I can do. I really, really, really despise that you made this 10 and not 12. If this was 12, like, I might have had this done by now. God. Let's see. That is so far away. And, like, now that I have this half section done, it's going to be hard to cycle stuff around. All I can hope for is just getting it into cube shape. But, like, I'm now so far away from cube shape because I have 5 edges here and 4 corners there. Maybe I can do, like, a 4-4 com here. I don't know. Can I do a 4-4 com there? This one edge ruins my life. If I can do a 4-4 com here, then I would need to do another 4-4 com just to restore the stuff on the bottom. Wait, why do I want to do a 4-4 com there? To separate the pieces? What does that accomplish? That accomplishes nothing. That legitimately accomplishes nothing. I'm practically out of ideas. There's no way I'm going to be able to preserve the stuff on the bottom. I need to keep cube shape. I need to get cube shape. I can worry about all this stuff on the bottom later. And like I do an OBL step separately. I need to... Oh wait, I can just do this. Okay. How many pieces do I have in cube shape? I have all the bottom plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. That's embarrassing. I can do this. And I can get these 4 back down. So I've swapped those unsolved for with those solved for. But these are solved for. Maybe I can get a bunch of these corners down. Okay. So I have 3 of these corners down. Wait, can I not get the 4th one? I can get the 4th one, okay. So I got 4 of these corners now. Which means that I can only do swaps of 2 pieces every single time. which, or I can only do swaps with values of 2, which is actually not that helpful. But no, that's actually not helpful. Okay. Abort mission. If I can figure out how I got into this mission. Okay. I need to have... the 14 next. I don't know if 14 is going to be any more helpful than 10 is. I bet you, like, there would be a lot more people who enjoy this puzzle if it was 12 and not 10. Because 10 is breaking my head. What if I just swap those 2 with these 3? That doesn't do anything. What am I thinking it does? It needs to be more than just 3, Canyon. That's the most I can get. Because that's technically also solved, but I can't slice... Wait, I can. I have 6 now. Wait, that's not 6. That's 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. That's 8. So I can do swaps of 2, but not swaps of 3, because 8 is not a factor of 3. I wish I could get 9. But 9 is not divisible. I need to get 6. That's my goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. I could do swaps of 3, but then that's not useful. Is that not useful? Can I use swaps of 3? This kind of just feels like incoherent rambling to some of y'all, and if so, I'm sorry, but this is pretty much all you're going to get out of me. Wow, okay, that doesn't work. Okay. That'll... Wait. Why am I thinking that that's going to do anything different than just keeping the bottom still the same? I'm scared of it. I, frankly, would prefer a ghost swan, because that and puzzle I know how to do. Okay. I pretty much know that, like, almost guaranteed sets of 3 will work. But how am I able to use sets of 3 to get these rest? I need to have methods of swapping 3... It's annoying because, like, the only swaps that don't break cube shape on the bottom are multiples of 3. So the lowest number that I can do that's also, like, an even number is 6. And 6 is, like, almost unusable with this many pieces. Because, like, the chances of 6 showing up is, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, that doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, that doesn't work. Here, 1, 2. Yeah, if it's... There is 6. And then... That's also 6. Okay, I can swap 6 here. Except I can't because the corner's blocking it. I'm going to chunk here, which is 5. That's a chunk of 5. That's not a chunk of 5. That's a chunk of 4. It's just 4 and 5. I can do chunks of 6. Or chunks of 8. 8 seems a bit absurd, though. And I guarantee if I try to do a single one of 8, it's just going to bandage. Somehow that's a cycle of 8. Will swapping that do anything for me? No. That's a cycle of 8, except I can't slice through that. Okay, I'm just gonna swap these 3 back. Nope, I can't do that. Oh wait, because it's a 3. What did I do? How did I do that? Wait, what? Huh? What did I just do? I'm so confused. Okay. I need to... Do I want that to happen, though? It's like this part. I need... I can, like, almost ignore that crap now. Wait, but, like, why does that... Oh, it's because that exists. So I need to get everything to cycle over on this top side. Okay, I got it. I think I'm just straying myself further and further away from cube shape every single time I do that. Because just more and more edges keep clumping together. Like, if I do a 2-swap here, then I have 6 in a row. Like, another idea I had was potentially doing, like, the same thing that you do on beginner squan. Or, like, beginner squan cube shape. Where you try to just get, like, clumps of pieces next to each other. Like this. Like, you gotta stay kind of like this. And then you can do moves that are symmetrical to get it to that point. But the problem is if I do something like that on this, it's not going to be symmetrically, like, sliceable. Because it's 10. Which means that there are 10 sides, and each side has 1 edge. So if I put all 20 on here, the top side will have a value of 30. And since there's number edges, it has to have corners, which are worth 2. So it's just going to be 5 corners, which means that there's going to be 1 corner sitting in the middle that I can't slice through. That was not it at all. Might as well just do HPN. All I can think about is just PBL algorithms. Or stuff like easy OBLs. But, like, this doesn't accomplish much. And it doesn't change anything to the cube shape. What up, Ty? This thing is breaking my head. Like, this is as close as I've gotten to solved. Just a bunch of swaps of pieces that aren't able to be swapped. Like, I can divide them in half. There we go. And then I just need to do swaps of everything. Like, I can do... I want to put an edge here. But in order to do that, I have to do a swap of 3 with an edge sitting right here. So what if I just slice through that part? Okay. No, because that's just going to break up some of the pieces there. Okay. I want to swap of... I can slice through here. And I can slice through there. But like in a way where it gives me an edge piece sitting there. Here. Now I can swap these 3. And I'll just choose some of these pieces that won't get affected. That doesn't have an edge sit there though. Hold on, I made a mistake. I need an edge to sit there. But in order to get an edge to sit there, and still have 3, I can do that. Because then that'll be a swap of 3. So I'll swap them with pieces that won't get affected. Okay. Now I need to... No, that's not it. What did I do? To bring that corner back down. Like that. Okay. Did that even do anything? I can do swaps of 2 now. You can do a swap of 2. Now I have an edge there. So I have an edge here. I don't care if it's the right color. Maybe I do care if it's the right color. Like, what if I did swaps of 1? Okay, I got it as the right color. I still have this swap to worry about, but I wonder if JR Cuber could solve this? I don't know. JR Cuber does like kind of have the same tendencies as me when he approaches a new puzzle, and it's like thinking in swap like this. So bandaging puzzles are really hard for him, and me as well. Super Antonio Vivaldi is like insane at like solving massive types of puzzles where the pieces are very similar because he just develops like every single commutator in existence. Bandaging is like a whole new different type of category of like difficulty when it comes to stuff like this. Like I can do that, and then I can do a swap of 4 with a swap of nothing. I can do a swap of 3 with this swap of 3, but that accomplishes literally nothing. Because I need a corner to go here. So like from this brown corner here, all the way to here, I have it done. I need to, do I want to get the purple corner in particular there? Because like I can do that just by like doing a bunch of like really large swaps. Like I can do a swap of 4 and 4 here. I might try that. It's like randomly slice it there, and then... Oh, wait, I have, like, nothing to work with. I have this to work with. Okay. No, but then that... Oh. Swap of 3 and 3, maybe? That won't work either. Okay. This is just what's been happening every single time. I'm like, I can try doing something like this to hopefully, like, accomplish something, and then it just, like, I immediately notice that it won't work. That at least gets it a bit closer, but, like... I can just keep doing swaps of 3 over and over again. Just spam JJs and it'll slowly move over. No, but then that breaks. If I can get an edge piece here... What if I just put one there? I can't. Smoothie is officially gone. I'm sad. I can't even do that slice of 3. I can't do anything with the position of these pieces back here to get this yellow edge out. Because I do not want this guy here. I just have to do this and then just hope I can do a 3-3 swap. Like with something down here. Can I seriously not? No, I can do it here. Okay. And now, this is impossible. Woo! Yep. Yep, yes sir, I can't make any progress. Because I can't swap that and that. I need this corner to be at this location. Or maybe if I get the corner like... No, because I literally just swapped those two. You mean Jesse? Well, no, JR Cuber. There's a million Jessies in the world. There's only 2 JR Cubers, including Junior Cuber. That's a really old joke. What if you paired up every edge as a group and then swapped the corners until you do one slice into the cube? What do you mean? What if you paired up every edge as a group of 2 and then swapped with corners until you can do one slice to cube shape? Walk me through that thought process, because I'm not truly understanding what you're saying. Like, I'll try to walk through it on a normal squan to see what you're talking about. I need inspiration from this thing. Come on, little buddy, you got it. Give me the inspiration. Because, like, this I can't do. Because it's a 10, it's going to have another corner, like, sitting right here in the middle, and I won't be able to slice through it perfectly. It'll be something like this, where I just can't do something symmetrically. And I'll have to just do something asymmetrically like this, and it's going to be really annoying. If you made every edge a group of 2 edges, and then you could easily have a corners-only squan. My question is, how would I undo that? First off, how do I get there in the first place? Second, how do I undo that? Because, like, I'm theory crafting? Okay. I'll let you theory craft while I proceed to try to comprehend what you're saying. I think that worked for Octa one, I think. Maybe. Like, you combine... What? I feel like I would just get down to like the last 4 or so pieces, and then because it's so restrictive with odd numbers, I won't be able to swap those final few. And then I would just continue from there as if they were like groups of 2, and then they would be a real annoyance. Ugh. It being a decagon makes it hard. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, if this was 8 or 12, I would probably have this thing done by now. But the fact that it's 10... Imagine that was it. Like, just swapping... Whoa! Hold up now, because then this is all undone. No, that actually did worse. Like, there's no easy commutator for anything. Because of the way that it bandages. I'm kind of just looking at this progress being like, how did I even get this in the first place? Like, how am I this close to solve now? And not any more or any less. Like, I think this specifically was just a factor of luck and lots of trial and error. I also had like these pieces, which I assume are if like the core stripped or something. Did you see Ben stream last night? I sent him a hex version of the 2x2 Squan Minx. That's another possibility, scary one. Of a 2x2 square 1 mix. Oh, okay. A hexagon version? So it's the same puzzle, but just in the shape of a hexagonal prism. An octahedron. Because this is a dodecahedron. Is there a way to do J-prims on it and just solve the entire thing? The short answer is that's what I've been trying for the last 80-something minutes. Because what J-prims do is, like, hold on. Let me solve this real quick. What J-primes do, or like JJ, on a normal square one is... Because, like, if I can do a JJ, then I can essentially do a J-prim as well, because all I need to do is just then, like, do any move like that, and then I have a J-prim again. But essentially what it does is it can only swap groups of pieces in the same number. So, like, it can swap one edge and one corner. Now, hexagon, one on top, bottom is 6 corners. What? Either way. J-prims doesn't still use that to solve the entire thing. No, because what it's doing here is a J-prim can only swap groups of pieces that are of equal size. So, like, a J-prim, if I were to try it on this one, it can only swap groups of 3 pieces, or, like, 3 values. And, like, a corner is worth 2 and an edge is worth 1. However, it's possible to have multiple edges or multiple corners next to each other. So if I want to rearrange, like, this edge here, because, like, if we would look at this chunk of 3 here, that's an edge on the left of the corner, and then this chunk of 3 here, that's an edge on the right of the corner. If I'm only swapping chunks of 3 pieces, these two can never be in, like, a solid cube shape. They can either have the edges next to each other or the corners next to each other like this. And that's obviously not possible in the solved version. So because of that, it doesn't work, essentially. I did, like, toy around with the idea of swapping, like, only sets of 2. Which, like, I guess PJ is interesting. Because it's 3 different things every single time. Does PJ actually work on this thing? Let's find out. Wait, how would I execute on Squan? So, PJ, if I have it like this, then I can do -3, and then the swaps of 2, and then the swap of 1 and 2. So, if we preserve cube shape, 3, and then swaps of 2, and then, PJ is not possible in this. Wait, I just did a swap of 4. That's not even, hold on. Swap of 3, swap of 2 and 2, swap of 1 and 2, swap. Okay, so PJ does work, but it's the same exact swap as JJ. Like, PJ, I can just do JJ once. How many JJs do I have to do for PJ? Side off. The point is that PJ and JJ are just way too similar in how they function. I don't know. I will have to do a lot of theory crafting with this on my own free time. Likely we'll have to do that after Rocky Mountain Champs, as I do want to prepare for that competition. But yeah, this puzzle is definitely a tricky one. If anyone else has any ideas on where to go from here, I will literally try anything, because I'm not afraid of failing to get back to this point, since I know I'm confident in getting at least the bottom layer done and then doing a couple swaps on here. But from this point, it's like, what do I even do to progress? There's nothing I can do to progress, because everything is just bandaged. Because, like, if I had, like, the possibility of being able to slice literally anywhere and swap any amount of pieces, like on a square 2, this thing is a piece of cake. It's just the fact that it's 2 and 1. I don't know how to get past cube shape. That's all I need. All I need is for this to be in a DecaSquan shape. If I can get to that step, I can solve the entire rest of it in, like, 10 minutes. Let me try one more thing. Should I just join this cup finals starting? I'm gonna head out. Alright, thanks, Ty. I can just do a bunch of 2 swaps here. Ah, but that doesn't work. I need to be able to do a 2 swap here. Is that possible? Okay. I got to that point fine. If I do this, and then try to do that 2 swap again. 2 swap here. Okay, this is a valid point. I can try it. I want these two. Tetris fucking sucks. No wonder that message got flagged. Ooh. Okay, that just didn't. It didn't make a good sound. I didn't like that sound that it made, but we're all good. Okay. So we're at this point, and I want. So we have all this done. So we have all the way to here with cube shape. No, all the way to here with cube shape. I need a corner to go here. I need a swap of 3 and a swap of 3 here. I need the correct swap of 3 though. Like that's gonna be a corner. So I want, this edge needs to be here. And I need corner here. Best way to get a corner here is to have that set of 3, but on facing the other way. So I need a set of 3 where it goes corner and then the edge is on the left. Corner, edge on the left. Okay, I have one here. I want them to be on the same side though, and that's not feasible? Question mark? No, it isn't. Okay. I'll have to do. Okay, here's what I can do. I can break this up, and then I can do a swap of 3 here and here, like this. Okay, that did it. So it temporarily swapped this out with that one. And then I want to take this set of 3 here, there, and then bring it down to this point. And then I need to swap these groups of 3 as well. So I can do that again here. I cannot do that again there. I can do it. I can do swaps of 3 here though. Okay. And now I need to bring this all back down. This? No. Because I had the chunk like that still up. Oh. Okay, I think I did it. Yes, I can fix that later. We go back to here. This chunk, this chunk, this chunk. Oh my god, that worked. Okay, that worked. And now I need to get this chunk here back in. Bring this down, and I can do swaps of 3. Ooh, okay, progress. Progress was just made. I finally was afraid of, I was just too afraid of using setup moves. Because the first time I tried to use the setup move, it went horrible. So that is safe. Bottom is completely safe. This section all the way to here is correct. This I need a corner here, so I can do a 2-2. I can do a 2-swap, 2-swap. What does this say? It says till here. So I can bring this section down. I'm gonna do it so that it's like not confusing. Bring this down. Say till here, which is really annoying. Wait a minute, I don't need to care. I can just put this back later. Okay. It was these two I wanted to swap. Did it. Put that back. Here, 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 to here. It's all good. I need to like remember which corner it is that I have safe from. You can do it? Thank you. I just don't know. This puzzle is beyond confusing. Okay. So I have this pair here, so I have, if I'm looking at it like this, I have edge on the right, which means I need a pair with an edge on the left. I have one here. So I can, wait, shit, what, I'm confusing myself. Okay. I have it safe up till this point. So these pieces here, and these two pieces here. So the yellow, orange, and dark blue, okay. So I need to bring this section down, and then I need to swap 3 and 3. Okay. If all else fails, take apart the cube and fix it. I'm not taking this thing apart now. Okay. Got that done. So I've still preserved everything somehow. And then it was these pieces here. So these pieces I need to bring down next to these ones. Does that mess up every... Oh, wait. Okay, no it hasn't. I just need to swap these 3 and these 3. Okay. That worked. That worked. Oh my gosh, we're actually making progress for the first time in an hour. This is unbelievable. Okay. So here up to this point is good. So, oh, I need to do this again. Okay, so You need a corner here, so I need a corner with an edge on the left. So corner, edge on the left. So here is one. This one here. So I can bring it down. Oh, I'm gonna solve what I have left down here real quick. Just so I don't confuse myself. Okay, and I'm gonna rethink this through. So this is the piece I'm starting from. This shit is not progress. No, let me cook, bro. Let me fucking cook. Trust me, I got this. So we have corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge, corner, edge. This entire section I just did with all those setup moves and comms. So, I need to get these next two pieces right here. I need to get these to do... I can solve this. I can solve this. Oh my gosh, this is actually going to work for the entire rest of the puzzle. At least for cube shape. Shut up. Actually, that's an alarm that's, like, really important, so maybe I should... Okay. I'm going to be back real quick, but let me cook. Is this shit a 12-sided squan mega? No, it's just a 12-sided square one. Or 12. Why did I say 12? It's 10. Whatever. I'll be back in 2 minutes, chat. Don't worry. Okay. Is the puzzle turning holding up well? Yeah, surprisingly. I've had no issues besides like the pieces catching on each other when I try to slice. But, okay. He's for sure trying to find answers on how to solve this cube. This cube was literally invented like a week ago. I can't find anything on the internet whatsoever. I needed to come up with this myself. I would not be sitting here for an hour and 47 minutes if I wasn't, like, trying to cheat. Or if I was trying to cheat, whatever. Point is, I figured out a way. So, I need a corner here with an edge on the left. I need a corner chunk there with an edge on the left. I have a corner chunk here with the edge on the left, right here. Now, I swap 3. Okay. And then it scrambles up this swap for now, but I can worry about that later. And now, I need to find my starting point, which was here. And then I need to swap with this 3. Boom. And then I swap them again. that. That worked. That worked. I'm like kind of scared that that worked now. But now I can't wait. Okay, I'm just blind. I'm blind as hell. I thought I couldn't slice back down. Starting point is here. Oh my gosh, look at this. I have this entire section done now. It took 2 hours to solve cube shape. Get the colors right in the middle layer. Oh, okay, let me try that. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna solve this just so I'm not confused later on. Please don't do this now. Oh wait, I can just, haha, 2008 technique, let's go. It'll scramble up all the colors on the top side. That's not my goal. My goal is to get cube shape. Okay, so I have this section all the way up to here now. So now I need an edge here. So I need a corner with an edge on the right. Corner with an edge on the right exists right here. And I am able to slice through that. Corner with an edge on the right, so I can slice down. And then I can do swap 3. Boom. Okay. Now my starting point was here. And I need to go all the way to here, so it's these pieces. So I gotta come round, and then slice down here. This is working suspiciously well, and I'm kind of scared that it's not going to. Boom. Then I can put these down again. Okay. Here. Oh my goodness, no way. Okay, I need to do a 2 swap of some kind. Wait, I figured this out when I was feeding my dogs earlier. Hold on. Hold on, I can do this. Yes, yes, yes. Can do this. No way. Right. Wait. No, I'm doing it right. And I swap these 2. No, I don't swap those 2. Wait, I already have cube shape still here. I'm fine. No, wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. Is that it? No, that's not it. Where's my starting point? Here. Around to here. Here's where it breaks. And need to have these two swapped around. Or these two swapped around. How would I swap around those two again? I forgot. He's for sure not the first to solve this shit? What do you mean? I haven't even solved it. No one has solved this thing yet. Okay. I can slice it through. It'll let me. I can do this, and then I can do this 2 swap again, so I can have my bottom layer solved comfortably, and then I can evaluate my options from there. Okay, and then I just need to swap these 3, which I can do perfectly fine here. That's my starting point, okay. So I have literally the entirety of cube shape done, with the exception of this part here. I need these 2 pieces to swap around in place. You think you're J-Firm stealing his idea to solve without help? Oh, my apologies. Didn't know J-Firm did it first. Huh. How would I... These 2 just swap. That's all I need. And I have cube shape. That won't do it. Okay. Okay. I might have to do a swap of 3 and 3. Wait, does that just straight up work? 4 and 4? That's not 4 and 4. That doesn't slice through, unfortunately. If I do that. Wait. And then a 2 and 2? Oh. Okay, that... I think that might work. So I need to slice those, and then I need a 2 and 2 swap of those pieces. Wait, does that have it? Yeah, how does it? Okay. That only swapped 2 corners. That didn't do much. I made the swap different. Wait, it made the swap different? How? How and why? I need those 3. If I do that, and then I swap these 2 sets of 3. Wait, is that cube shape on the bottom? How's that cube shape on the bottom? Yeah, I love my voice. No, it isn't cube. It is. Wait, no. Where's the mistake in this cube shape on the bottom? I don't see one. Oh, it's because the equator is off. Okay, that's why. No, but then that just meanders it over a bit. Okay. That didn't do anything. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm actually, like, horribly messing this up. Let me swap these back. If I offset... Ooh. Ooh, hold on. Wait, how did that happen? What? Okay, I don't know how this happened, but I managed to swap 2 of the corners around. So, where's the mistake now? That's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Here's the swap. Why am I trying to overthink this? I'll just do the same thing and just see what happens to this. Okay, so I have... Oh, wait, that's why, because if I try that... then it just meanders it over. And now it's here. That's how it worked, okay. Wait a minute. Is this parity? I only just now reached that conclusion. This might just be parity. Hold on. Oh my gosh, that's gonna take a year. I need to do so many JJs to get that over. Hold up, phone. Oh, it's because I'm trying to do JJs through this section. Wait, what? Now this is at the stage where it's like, wait. Okay. I can optimize it by doing a J-perm in a specific way to where it just pairs them up. Haha. And then I can just walk them over there. Okay. And then I get those. Or the green one, at least. Oh, it's all the way over here, bro. Okay. I don't know if doing this, I'm gonna regret it later. Oh, what? Oh, I've got the edge piece. Hold up. I'm just so worried that that is parody, and I'm just doing this all for no reason. Oh, I can't do that. Huh. I can do that without the edge. Then I can do this. And then swap these two around. What? I've never had that problem yet. Oh. Wait, what did I do differently? Because that's in that state, okay. I need to, like, get two entirely different ones. Oh, that's weird. That is a weird conundrum. Okay. I'm gonna do JJ so that those pieces down there are solved. Look at this, man. Look how close I am. You know who VB is? Gotta be trolling, right? I have no idea. What? Now this is confusing me. I can't figure out a way to get these two corners to be next to each other and these two corners to still remain next to each other. No. I can do that. And then I can do a JJ to swap these two. Okay, hold on. Okay, and then I can swap these two around to each other. And then I can JJ these back. I think this is parity. And parity isn't the same thing as on a square one. Wait, this can't be parity because it's not even in cube shape yet. What kind of a puzzle state did I just discover? In theory, I can just do JJ's till no oblivion till this entire thingy is done, and then it's just this 2 swap up here. I don't think it's parity quite yet. Where is that? There it is. That doesn't work. Boom. What does that do? It adds these two to be swapped next to each other. Then this cube shape is stable. And this one is not. There's no amount of ridiculousness that I can do to not have myself an odd number of swaps. Do that. What does this achieve me? This to go here, this to go here, this to go there, and then this to go here. It's an even number of swaps. And like I'm just gonna do this just for my proof of concept. It's gonna take a while though, so be prepared. Yeah. What is this crap? Is it hard to solve or not? I mean, I've been going at it for 2 hours. And this is by far the closest I've gotten. I figured out a way to swap, like, really annoying pairs of pieces with each other by just doing a bunch of complicated setup moves. And I am left with this. This was the only thing that I wasn't able to figure out the entire time, is swapping a 1 piece with a 2 piece. It's basically a unicorn cube. Yeah, exactly. did I just do? This cube shape is not intact. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. What? What? I'm getting confused just looking at it. Yeah, how did I do that? No, I didn't do it. I thought it was solved. No, I knew it wasn't solved because of the way I was slicing it, but I was like, what? I got the top solved. How? It's these freaking two pieces I need to swap around, and I don't know how. No, that doesn't accomplish anything. You could try parity from a bunch of angles? What do you mean could I try parity from a bunch of angles? I don't know parity on this thing. It's not like square one where it's just like, oh, the memorized algorithm is the normal parity algorithm. It's just like, this is just not it. Like, I can't just apply that to that. I mean, I can try. 3, 3, 3, 3. Then here it's 2. There it's 2. Why is this working? Nope, it stopped there. Okay. And then here's just a bunch of 3s over and over again. Okay. I did an oopsie. What did I do? I like did a 3 swap or something. Oh wait, hold on, did I wipe out clip on accident? What? Okay. I need to swap these two. What? Oh, okay. I just wasn't holding it properly. Wait, that doesn't swap. No, because then that solves and then that doesn't. Okay, now I messed up something bad. Why is what? It's a 3 swap. How did I get a 3 swap? Oh, and oh, this is cube shape. That it. This is. That's still not cube shape. How did I get this? How did I get to this point? That's just a bunch of corners. How did this happen? Okay. I got this part done. This part done. Okay, I can do that, question mark, and then I can do a swap of 8. Back to having this bottom part done. This top part needs some TLC. I'm gonna spam JJ over and over again. That's probably what I'm just gonna do. No, what is happening? Why did that happen? I don't know. Okay. I officially have lost my spot, so I essentially scrambled this, but like not by much. Okay, here, and then this is where we got to do this section again. Need a corner to be here. Let me just swap by 2. Okay, there we go. No? Go over 3. That's not 3, that's 4. Okay. It's 5. What am I thinking? It's 5. How's it going? How long do you think the solve will take? I don't know. No, because that shifts it over by 1. Damn it. I need a spot with a bunch of these pieces, yeah. Just move them over a bit. Wait, am I attaching this? What? That's not the piece I'm supposed to be working on? Oh my gosh. I was trying to get that thingy connected to that thingy for too long. I didn't realize I don't even want that thingy at all. Huh? Huh? No, I don't want you to go away. Alright, no D moves involved. What is this, square 1000? No, it's a DecaSquan. It's a decagonal barrel. Decagonal barrel. It's a barrel that has 10 sides, and it was made by Canyon, and you can purchase your own. I need that to shift over by 2. There we go. Now I just need to figure out how to get that edge back. There's just nothing I can do with that. It's the only thing I can do. Okay. We're officially back to this part. And oh boy, is this gonna be a doozy. Oh shit. Maybe I want that piece there. There's a green piece, it's all over there. So I want to take these 4. That's not helpful though. Maybe if I do a 2 swap there. I'm practically having to restart this entire thing, by the way. Someone told me to do parity, and I tried the parity algorithm like on normal Squan, failed partway through, and then I wasn't able to successfully undo it safely. So I essentially like lost almost an hour. But like majority of that hour was like gaining useless knowledge. So this, and then I need this one on the left. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Need you down. And then I need to wait. What the? Okay. No, 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 no. That can't be right. Dude, what happened? Here is not sliceable. There's the next sliceable region. That's not sliceable. Bro, this is so infuriating. Oh, what? What? Oh. Need an edge there. That's not an edge. I need an edge next to it. And how do I get an edge next to it? Like that, I suppose. And I need to bring this back down over here. And then, really? Wow, that's actually a joke. Canyon, this thing is like designed to screw you over. No, that doesn't, because this entire, I can only do RU. Over 3, up, down. Okay. I need a section of 3, perfect. Okay, I need this to go over by 2. Beautiful. No, that's not beautiful at all, actually. What? Wait, what? I think I'm being silly. That's half. That's what I'm supposed to have, okay. what is swapped here? Because, like, this is all perfectly fine. These two need swapped. Got it. No, I need an edge there. Perfect. Then I need to... No. Merge this over a bit. Okay. Is opposite that one? No, of course not. Huzzah! All right. I noticed the timer. Yeah, thanks, man. You really made a good puzzle here. Whew! Okay. So, we are at this part again. I messed up an algorithm, and I basically had to restart the entire bottom layer area. Oh. What's good about, like, having this many edges next to each other is you can kind of just, like, freely do JJ no matter what. So I'm just gonna, like, slowly move this edge over to here. Now I need to do 2, 2. So I can get this. No, I cannot. Again, these down. And then I can do 2, 2 like this. Perfect. There we go. And then chuck these back down. Need to redo JJ so I can fix this bullshit. Okay. I'm not gonna snake that all the way around. Where's the no matter which way I go, it's just gonna be annoying as hell. Okay. Wait, no it isn't. JJ. Okay. And this to there. Still have a JJ to fix, but that's okay. I can do JJ right here. Gotcha. Alright, that saved me a lot of time, actually. Oh, I should have just done the JJ here. Oh well. Wait, why did I do that? What was my objective for that? Was there JJ here? And then I need to get this over to here. So I need a bunch of 2 swaps. So I can bring down this chunk. And then it should be viable for me to do an amount of 2 swaps with these. Okay. No, it cannot. Okay. I can't do a 2 swap with that. I can do a JJ, but that just puts it back there. So if I do this, and then bring it back to that point, Here. Now this 2 swap will work, and that 2 swap will work. Nice. And I can chuck everything back down. And then I want to use this JJ to help me out with this next pink edge. Perfect. I can just keep JJ in. Just JJ your way to victory. You know what they say. Okay, I need to do a bunch of 2 or 4 or 5. I can't do any of those. I have to do 2. That's annoying. But it's tolerable. Okay. I actually lost my place with where that was. Here. Okay, I can go back to... No, I cannot. Okay. I need to do 1 more 2. Are you kidding me? Almost at the 3-hour mark. Can I do a JJ with that? I can. Okay, I'm gonna go back and do the JJs. So I do 3, 3. I'm gonna need to do another 2 at one point, but that's okay. I'll put that there. I can do a swap of 1 and then do a JJ. I need 2 of these to be next to each other. The only way to do that is to take that down with me, though, and I don't want that. That's just gonna unsolve a bunch of crap that I don't want. Okay. Either way... Oh, I can just do two swaps. Okay, that's way easier. Here. What? Surprise, I'm going to do them here now. Another 2 swap. Okay. I need to realign this so that it's actually possible to do a 2 swap here. Okay. I've noticed a method to my madness. And we're getting the method to the madness now. Okay, I can somehow do a 6 swap, which is actually possible from this state normally. Never mind, I can't do a 6 swap. It's just all the corners over here and all the edges over here, so it's really annoying. I'm just gonna do a JJ here. I feel like there's a way to just do everything that I'm doing with JJ since so I can avoid 2 swaps, but so far I haven't seen that method yet. Wait, what'd I do? Shit. No. What did I do? That's not even gonna be solved. What am I thinking? I won't do anything though. Actually, oh, it will. Okay. And now I can do this. Whew! Alright, crisis averted. Do I still have this? I do still have this, yay. Okay, JJ put this back since it somehow got messed up. What up, Finn? Whew! This is the tough one. Ah, you beauty. Can't do JJ. I can do a larger version of JJ if it lets me. That's the real big if it lets me. It does not, okay. If I offset it by 1. No, okay. I don't think that that's possible. Which is very, very good to know, because I know that I need to now do this, because then it'll have me some 2 swaps I can do. Oh, okay, I actually don't care about that. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And that's not possible. Okay, I'm gonna gauge where I'm at with it. I need to move over 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can do another 2 swap here. Oh, this is unfortunate. I can do 2 swap here. Wait, no. JJ, okay, JJ and then 2 swap. No, I can't do JJ. Because I need to move over 5, but that's not really a possibility. Okay, all I know is that I definitely need to do more 2 swaps. That's not possible. So I'll offset it by a bit. There we go, now that's possible. And this is possible, thankfully. I just need an edge here. That's what I need. I can do a bunch of 2 swaps to get an edge there, and then I can do JJ. So, back to 2 cycles it is. Yeah. need an edges here. That won't grant me anything. That won't grant me anything. Wait, can I just do JJ? Am I smart? Because like, I don't need edges, I need a single edge here. No, because I need these two thingies to... Wait, why would swapping them help? I need these two to swap, really. That works. And that does not work, okay. Nice, that works. And this works. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. This puzzle looks very hard indeed. No one has ever solved this yet. Need another 2 swap there. I need these 2 to swap. Okay. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, now I can do JJ here finally. There we go. All that just for that one pink corner. Can you believe that? But this is progress. This is very much progress. Wait. Oh, I'm stupid. I don't need to make sure that the color is correct. I just need to make sure that it's a corner at all. So, in theory, I should be able to do this with just a bunch of JJs. Except this, because I can't do 5. That's annoying, but... yeah, 2 swap it is. That's not going to help me. That doesn't help me either. Okay. Sweet. Offset. And this 2 swap is thankfully still possible, and this one is possible. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I'll do one more for good measure because I can. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Ah! Beautiful! Okay. So this is our starting point. We have all the way up to this edge here. So I need a corner here. I can do that with JJ. Okay. We officially have half the cube in the decagonal shape. Why am I saying it like that? He can't slice that. Damn it. It's gonna be a bunch of 2 swaps from here on out. Oh wait, I'm actually an idiot. I literally figured out an issue on how to do this way faster, and I haven't been doing it at all. So I need this. I need a corner with an edge on the left. So corner with an edge on the left, right here. Right here works. So then I bring this down. I then do a JJ on these pieces, on the white pieces, because I know I can fix them later. Okay. And then I can undo. And then I bring the spot that I want, which is right here. These 3 pieces. So I bring those down. I then undo said JJ. Okay. And then finally I bring these down. And then do another JJ. And cool, okay. Here up to here. Ooh, that part doesn't exist. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly fix these JJs on the bottom. Actually, wait, there's a better way to do this, isn't there? Because, like, I can just do this. And then I can just do both of the JJs at once. Bam! I have found optimizations in my method. I'm only 3 hours in and I just figured that out. So, I'm gonna put this is my starting piece right here. I'm marking this as my starting piece, and we have all the way up to here done. So I'm gonna need to do a couple JJs. 3, 3, 3, 3, there. And then I need to do some 2 swaps. I need to do a single 2 swap. Okay, that's actually fine. Just, I need these corners. These corners want to be 2 swap. Yeah. Okay. Okay, undo that. To make sure that this 2 swap is possible, I need these 2 to swap. And these corners will have. Starting piece all the way around here, and then I can do JJ. Okay. Oh. Shit, that's not what I need to do. 1 second, I need to undo that. 3, 3. I need to keep this edge here, which means I need another 2 swap. I guess a 2 swap doesn't matter on this side since I need cube shape regardless. It'll just change like my starting piece though, so I'll just have to keep that in mind. Okay, so my new starting piece is now this piece right here, the orange and gray. Got it. So we have orange and gray all the way up to this orange edge here. So these are the pieces I have left to swap. Is this possible? I'm trying to think. I could 2 swap those. Then, no. I need to JJ something. Okay. That's gonna ruin that, but I can fix it. Okay. Wait, did that ruin it? Starting point around here. Oh, I'm literally in the same state. Okay. can do... Does that work? I can do this, and then I can swap these two corners. Oh no, these two. These two? Ah, that can't work. Okay, hold on. I need to do that then. But then that doesn't line up. And I just do a slice in the same cube shape. Okay. So I'm at this point again, where I don't know what to do. I want to preserve these. I can JJ. I'm smart. Okay. Know what to do now. So here. I need a corner with an edge on the left. That doesn't exist. If I JJ these, no. Either way, I'm gonna have to break up these. I'm gonna just break this up temporarily to see if I can work with something. Okay. So from starting point around to here now. So I have 3 edges there. What? Oh, it's because I did a white-black flip. Forgot about that. Starting point. Oh, my starting point changed. Okay. Round to here. So I need a corner with an edge on the left. That's there. But then, like, that doesn't want to swap. I can't even slice through that. That's so annoying. Wait, do I want to slice through that? I don't. I need to think this, like, thoroughly. Start here. Around to end up here. So this is what I have left unsolved. It is 2 corners, a pair of edges, a corner, and a free edge. Excuse me. I can JJ these. No, I can't. I can JJ those if I just add a random slice here. Because then I'm able to just slice through it. 3, 3, 3, there. Here to here. So what did that accomplish for me? I need a corner of an edge on the left. I have that here. I need to swap that with this. So I need to do a bunch more 2 swaps. Is that possible to 2 swap? Do I want a 2 swap? I actually don't know. I'll worry about the colors later. This edge. You think real hard about this. Wait. My idea from before. I need a corner here with an edge on the left, and I have that right there. Oh, that's why it sucks. That's why I need to swap these. have no 2 swaps in there. What if I offset it? Oh, wait, it's because I don't have this to note. Okay. So I wanted to swap these 2 and these 2. The only 2 swap I have available is that. And that will not suffice because it doesn't slice through. Try this one. No. Now I don't have a 2 swap. Try it here. No 2 swap there. I have a 2 swap. Is that 2 swap? It is, finally. Okay, I found something. Okay. It's messing up the white temporarily, but the cube shape is the same, and that's the only thing I'm worried about right now. So, starting point here, cube shape is solid all the way up to this point. Is that 5 pieces left? Oh no. No. Wait. No, because then that's not JJ then. Edge, and then here. I need the corner there. Oh my gosh. I'm left with the same thing. Like, if I somehow figure out a way to get this corner back to here, I'm just going to have 2 swapped again. I have 2 pairs swapped, but, like, one of them is incorrect. Okay. So here, I have cube-shaped salt all the way up till this edge. And then you have corner here, edge here, corner here, edge here. I just need them to be in the alternative order. I insert a corner there. Yes, but that ruins the entire cube shape on the bottom. If this thing will want to slice. Seriously? What is catching? That, apparently. Could JJ those. Wait, no, that's the same thing. That'll just look real weird. I don't know, guys. This puzzle is very, very difficult, and I've been at it for 3 hours. I might just have to come back to this another day. I'm gonna see if I can at least get this bottom side back to solved. I can. I can't. Yes. What did that do to the top? Okay. I'm in the same spot. Okay. No amount of JJ spam is going to fix that. What? No. That's just an OBL. Okay. I thought I figured something out crazily. Because I was like, what if I just did that? And that, wait, hold on. What is this accomplishing? Doing this and this. No, those two hamsters are the same. Okay, it accomplishes nothing. Alright, best I can try to do is just solve a bunch of colors, and then I'm probably just going to have to end it there. Because this puzzle is hard. This puzzle is very, very hard. Hello? Oh. Because I'm slicing through that crap. So I can just chuck those out of sight, out of mind. And then I can do this. Okay, I need to be careful. 3, 3, 3, 3. There we go. Ah! It's happening again. Are you serious? Okay. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. The one corner I need. What is the corner that goes here? It's this one. I can just pretend that this can go all the way over there. It's going to be a 3 swap, which is ugly. I'm just happy to have made a puzzle that took you more than 10 minutes. I mean, any tedium puzzle. Like, I guarantee you, if you did this with 12, it would have taken me, like, somewhere around, like, the ballpark of 20 to 30 minutes. Because I had no knowledge. Now, I think if you made one and you gave it to me, I could probably knock it out in, like, maybe 15. It's just, the fact that it's 10. That's honestly rage-inducing. Like, I would absolutely love this puzzle if it was 8 or 12. Probably 8, because I don't think you want to make a 12 of this, but... Man. What does JJ accomplish with that? Nothing. It accomplishes nothing. Cool. Okay. Where are they? They're down there. Hold on. Hold up. I might be cooking something up. Hold on. Cause like this changes nothing. Besides the equator. How do I get that down to there? Wait, would that even... What would that do?
Dinner.
Okay. That's a call for dinner. I have to stop this. Like... I'll definitely be thinking about this all night, and I will be taking this with me literally everywhere to try to figure out how to solve this stupid thing, but... I just really don't want to... Wow, that was a voice crack. I really don't want to take the approach of just continuing to do this method until I magically have a case where I can just do it with JJ's. I don't want to take that approach, but that might have to be the approach I have to take. Because, like, sometimes you just need a little bit of luck to solve that puzzle with just that one time. I really want to figure this out before I, like, develop a method or ask someone else to develop a method, though. But, yeah. Anyway. I gotta go eat dinner, so thank you guys for watching this stream. This puzzle has conquered me today, but I will conquer it eventually. Sure, it'll be easier, fresh start? Hopefully. Alright, bye.